So now that we've seen the video, I would like to welcome all of you, our great speakers, our keynote speaker, Chanchal Bhargava ma'am, Manisha Anvekar ma'am, everybody welcome. Today we are here for the event. The topic is rest in peace versus live in peace, and our main theme for the day will be the recipe for peace. So hence we are calling this the World Peace Summit 2021. Now that we've greeted each other, in order to begin this event auspiciously, I'll invite Dr. Manisha Anvekar to help us invoke the blessings of the Lord. Please, ma'am, over to you. Ma'am,
Yeah.
unmute, please.
As I light this candle symbolizes the inner light that we all have within us, the light of spirituality, the light of the soul. We are praying for Shanti, for peace of each and every being, humans, animals, plants, souls that are occupying our physical body, and even souls that are out of the physical body at the moment. We are praying for the well being of everybody. Please close your eyes gently.
ॐ द्यौ शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिपृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
May there be peace within each one of us lives. May peace prevail in the universe, especially at the times when we are going through this dire situation. It is affecting each and every family now in some or the other way. So may peace prevail. Over to you, Utkarsha.
Thank you, ma'am. Now that we've invoked the blessings of the Lord, it is now time for us to welcome each other and formally declare the event open. We've already seen the video for 3H Companion, so I will now give a little introduction of Chanchal Bhargava ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. Chanchal Bhargava ma'am is an edu lover, a motivational speaker, a teacher, trainer, psychological counselor, a blogger, and a spiritual wellness coach. She enjoys her passion as a communicator, helping and guiding individuals about work, life skills, and management with 3H, that is, head, heart, and hands. She has worked with 500 plus people online on youth mentorship, emotional intelligence, women empowerment, leadership, management skills, say no to stress, depression, suicidal attempts, and organized various events such as Education to Civilization, WOW, that is World of Wonders, Jeevan Geet, and many more. She envisages a virtual mini university for overall growth and holistic development of all individuals with human values, freedom, and creative ideology. For her, life is a Wi Fi connection, somewhere weak, somewhere strong. The only need is to stay connected. Her many articles and messages have been published in some prestigious magazines, such as Window to the Future, Wednesday Times, and Spiritual Connect Inner Reflections. She firmly believes in human empowerment and power of love to raise and rise, embracing all three H's, A's, and C's to laugh, express, raise, and march with the purpose of spreading peace and happiness across the globe. We welcome you, ma'am, and I would like to request you to say a few words.
Thank you, Utkarsha. Your sweet voice has touched my heart and felt me humbly honored. My Hare Krishna, Namaste, and good evening to all the distinct listeners gathering, my all panelists and our participants. It's an evening that has already started with a flame of peace, rejoices in our heart. And the topic itself reveals that if we wanna rest in peace, we must live in peace. To live in peace, we must have our body, our mind, and soul smiling, laughing, bubbling with energy, but silently focused. And if we wanna raise the standard of our life, because all this actually raises the standard. So if we wanna raise the standard of our life, we must have very strong immunity. And today, we are seeking for immunity. I heard when I was a student, and even I was taught and acknowledged antibodies in our body, which are naturally present, produced by WBC, where B cells or lymphocytes, they attack. So they fight with the foreign invaders like bacteria and viruses which attack our body. And if they become weak, we will be diseased. That's what I have learned scientifically. But I also found that these antibodies, they may get certain times weak, but there are few antibodies which always keep us stronger. Do you know about those antibodies, or do you have those antibodies? I have. And so I just want to discuss with you today. These antibodies are those names which just come to you, maybe on the mobile screen. Sometimes somebody speaks and you see what happened to you. मुरझाया हुआ चेहरा भी खिल जाता है. Same when somebody for whom you wait to meet, to see, क्या होता है, दिल बाग बाग हो जाता है. कहीं पर भी मिलो, वाओ, एक प्यारी सी झपटी, वो एक शोल्डर where you can keep your head and relax. That embrace. Sometimes that trust or विश्वास कि तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो. Whatever is happening, let it happen. But it is you who need to see how you take those things. वो विश्वास, वो माँ का विश्वास. Are we always do we always think about these antibodies make you always stronger, keep you always stronger? And that's what the spirit we all have to fight against such diseases like fear, like misbelief, like stress, all what's happened around. And today, this COVID situation, when people are in utmost grief, pain, suffering, some or the other day, we are hearing the news, losing our dear and near ones. If you see only these are the things, if you feel in yourself that may keep you stronger, as well as you are able to extend that jhappi, that trust, that ashirvad, that means you can console any of the person with those antibodies. So, dear people, I just want to say that life goes on in this manner. We cannot control it, but we can control few things which we are going to listen from our eminent speakers today. So I welcome all the eminent speakers on board to smile and create more. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, ma'am. Now it is time to introduce Spiritual Connect and Reverend Dr. Manisha Anvekar. Spiritual Connect is a school of metaphysical education. Dr. Manisha Anvekar is a spiritual consultant and author based in Mumbai. She founded her social spiritual organization Spiritual Connect in the year 1992. So far, she has authored 43 books. She authors one book every month, and she has been doing this for a long time, since January 2018. She is a proud Rotarian from the Rotary Club of Bombay Northwest, Mumbai. She is also an eminent member of the Institutional Ethics Committee of CTC and Bone Marrow Transplantation Center, Borivali East, Mumbai. She is a social scientist. The center is a pediatric satellite branch of Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Hospital, Mumbai. She has bagged many national and international awards. She also organizes the Women of Substance Digital Awards every year on Women's Day to facilitate inspiring women. She has been writing one book every month, like I said, and she has been organizing World Peace event on January 1st every year, where people from all across the world participate in a meditation to spread peace vibrations. And they do it for a whole day because it's organized at 8:30 a.m. their local time from the comfort of their own home. We welcome you, ma'am. I would like to request you to speak a few words, please.
Namaste. Thank you, Utkarsha, for such a beautiful introduction of mine. And we have been connected with peace. If there is no peace within, there is no world for you. Because peace decides everything. So when Chanchal ma'am came with this thought of rest in peace versus live in peace. So I said, yes, मैं तो जरूर आ रही हूँ इसमें. Because it is well connected with my inner soul. So this is how we came together, and we are 18 collaborators with Chanchal ma'am. And we are doing this month-long webinars. Every institution is doing one seminar coming from different fraternities and spreading peace vibrations in the universe for last few days. So when we talk about peace, it becomes eminent to talk about it, especially in this time, because there is stress in everybody's life. Those who are actually affected by COVID are definitely at stress, but those who are affected are somebody. They are their near relatives, their close circle friends, or they know somebody, through groups or through various websites. So it is the talk of the time. It is a talk of the moment that we should do it now. Now, I would like to tell you why I chose this subject. Like different people chose different titles for this. Somebody was like voice of educators. Somebody came up with something else. And I, being a spiritual consultant, could have chosen something like spirituality of peace or something like that. But when it comes to peace, I was just sharing with my eminent speakers, my panelists, just few minutes back, that I wanted to make peace with myself first. Because if you talk of peace and if you are not at peace, it makes no sense at all. So for me, it was don't preach, do it, practice it. So that is how I came up with this recipe. Why recipe? Because cooking was my weakest point in my life. Somebody asked me to cook, and I will be like, "Oh my God, kuch bhi kara lo, cooking chhod ke." But the day I made peace with myself, I overcame all the fears. Like, what if I'm not able to understand how to cook it? If I'm not able to chop a particular vegetable in a particular style? If the taste is not good, if people don't like it, and ifs and buts and so many other things. But the day I told myself, hey, come on, Manisha, it's okay. Even if you don't cook a dish good, you will at least eat it, right? Somebody eats or not. But my family is very supportive and they supported me in everything, right? So after making peace, you will be surprised to see that I came up with two books. One is this, How I Invented Myself with a Gluten-Free and Low FODMAP Diet, because I was diagnosed with a lot many allergies, food allergies, and I literally cried for half an hour that day because I was not able to see anything that I can eat. Okay, so it was that time when I came up with it, and I wrote this book for the younger generation. For we call them Gen Z, Gen Z, right? So many children go out of India or out of their cities, and generally they don't get any vegetarian food, especially. So this is a book of vegetarian food. So I just wanted to give them an idea that how they can cook jhatpat, So it is how it is. So when you make peace with yourself, then only you can spread the peace. And it is how this recipe for peace came into my mind. So now this is an imaginary bowl, and we all will put our own ingredients in it so that we can cook up a nice dish. But it is said that too many cooks spoil the broth. But in this case, all my cooks are experienced. All my cooks have, what do you call it? They have that expertise to bring in peace in people's lives. So we all will cook this dish and serve to people who are over here in this Zoom room, and also who are watching us through YouTube or Facebook. So over to you, Utkarsha, because I really don't want to take much time. I really want to be a good listener today. It's not about talking, it's about listening for me today. So over to you, and I welcome each one of you and all our eminent speakers once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are all prepared to be good listeners now. But before we ask our guests to talk, I'd just like to mention that all of our guests today are institutions in and of themselves. However, I will be giving tiny introductions of all of you. So I'd now like to proceed with that. First of all, I'd like to welcome our illustrious keynote speaker, Dr. Chenu Agrawal, ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. But before we hear from her, I'd just like to give a small introduction. Dr. Chenu Agrawal, ma'am, is a leading psychologist of Northern India, working in the area of imparting emotional education to every strata of society, with a mission to bring psychology to everyone. She is a director of Feeling Minds Incorporated under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. She is ISO certified. She is a PhD in psychology from GKV, UK. She is a renowned relationship expert and TEDx speaker. She is a renowned psychologist and psychotherapist of the country, accredited and licentiate practitioner of the restricted and international state suite of psychometric assessments used for assessing relationship compatibility, both in personal and business relationships. One of the first qualified and certified experts in power intelligence in India, personally trained by Julie Diamond, child and adolescent therapist, from New York, USA. Internationally accredited career expert from CPP, Palo Alto, USA. Trained in cognitive behavioral therapy by Beck Institute. One of the first Indian psychologists trained in motivational interviewing by the founders, Rolnick and Miller, and the founding director of Feeling Minds. We welcome you, ma'am. And I now request you to
round of
kindly...
applause for Dr. Chinu, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr.
Such
Chinu,
a sweet and warm welcome. हाँ जी.
मैं आपसे बस ये बोलना चाहती थी कि in the keynote speech, I would also like to know about CBT and how old conditioning affects our peace of mind. Thank you, please.
जी, आपने मुझे बोला था मैसेज में. So first of all, I congratulate Chanchal ji for coming up with this idea. पता नहीं वो क्या कर रही होंगी जब उनके मन में ये बात आई होगी कि if we can rest in peace, why can't we live in peace? And the thought itself is so profound that you can take months to reflect over it. And then maybe you can come out with something कि हाँ हम क्यों नहीं रहते भाई जब हम सब चाहते हैं we all want to be living in peace and harmony, then why are we not living in peace? I think that you all have invited me in the capacity of a psychologist, and so I should give you some insights about how we have evolved as human beings and where has this peace gone. So first of all, let us understand as human beings हम क्या लेके आए. हम लोग जब पैदा हुए, imagine a little infant being born. हम लोग दो चीजें लेके पैदा होते. One is fear and the other is hunger. We are biologically programmed to survive. और हमारे सर्वाइवल के लिए सबसे पहले हमें रोना पड़ा क्योंकि हम बता सकें कि हम भूखे हैं और हमें कुछ खाने के लिए चाहिए. खा तो पा नहीं सकते थे, दांत ही नहीं थे उस वक्त, तो ब्रेस्ट फीड कराया गया हमें. और चंचल जी एंटीबॉडीज की भी बात करी थी, तो breast milk is the best source of antibodies. फिर दूसरी बात क्या हुई, हमारी काया देखी कैसी थी, इतनी सी छोटी सी. इतने बड़े दुनिया में इतनी छोटी सी काया लेके हम कैसे सरवाइव करते. तो वी आर बॉर्न विद स्टार्टल रिफ्लेक्स. डॉक्टर्स बहुत सारे रिफ्लेक्सेस चेक करते हैं बच्चों के, उसमें से एक रिफ्लेक्स है कि जरा सी आवाज से छोटा सा बच्चा एकदम स्टार्टल हो जाता है. So this fear mechanism actually helps us to protect ourselves, क्योंकि हमारे पास और कुछ टूल नहीं है, हमारे पास कोई ताकत नहीं है, हमारे पास कुछ नहीं है उस वक्त, केवल परसेप्शन का पावर है. और अगर हमें कोई चीज डेंजरस लगती है अपने सर्वाइवल के लिए, तो एटलीस्ट वी कैन क्राई, वी कैन स्क्रीम, somebody will come take us in their lap, कुछ तो करेंगे. अब ये जो फियर जिसको लेकर हम पैदा हुए, इसको कॉम्बैट करने के लिए धीरे धीरे हमने सोचा इसका इलाज है पावर. तो जैसे बड़े हुए तो हमको समझ में आया, इमेजिन द केव मैन जो गुफाओं में रहता था, कितना डरा सहमा रहता होगा हर वक्त. तो उसने सोचा कि इन जंगली जानवरों को हराने के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे ताकतवर बनना पड़ेगा. I'll have to attain some tools, I'll have to attain some strength जिससे कि मैं इनको हरा सकूं. और धीरे धीरे रियलाइज हुआ कि मेरे पास एक चीज है जो इनके पास नहीं है, वो है अकल. तो सारी अकल हमने 3 चीजों के लिए लगा दी. keeping power, increasing power and demonstrating power. तो पावर बन गया फियर का इलाज कि हम छोटे नहीं, हम बड़े बड़े और बड़े होंगे और बड़े होंगे, और हम एक दिन इतने बड़े हो गए, इतने बड़े हो गए, इतने बड़े हो गए कि हम सबसे बड़े डिस्ट्रक्टर्स बन गए, अब्यूजर्स बन गए। हमने पूरे नेचर को, एनवायरनमेंट को, एनिमल्स को, सबके ऊपर अपनी प्रभुता एस्टैब्लिश कर ली, और आज हमको कोई नहीं डरा सकता। आज हम कहते हैं कि आ जाओ, कौन है सामने आओ तो जरा देखते हैं हम कौन है। अल्टीमेटली एक जरा सा इनविजिबल वायरस आया और उसने हमको वापस अपनी औकात दिखा दी, हमको अपने अपने घरों में बंद कर दिया और बोल दिया कि बताओ कौन ज्यादा पावरफुल है। अब ले आओ अपने लाखों रुपए, करोड़ों रुपए, अब लाओ अपनी सारी ताकत, अब लाओ अपना सारा पावर और बचाओ अपने वाले बंदे को। सो फियर वर्सेस पावर के इस स्ट्रगल में वी गॉट लॉस्ट। मनीषा जी बात करी कंडीशनिंग की। जो बातें हमको ये फियर कंडीशनिंग के लिए प्रमोट की बचपन में, those things prevented us from living in peace. जिन बातों ने हमें बताया कि to grow out of fear you will have to attain some kind of power, छोटी सी बात हमारे पेरेंट्स को समझ में आ गई कि जब तक ये छोटा है तब तक मेरे से डरेगा। तो हमको कैसे डराया, पढ़ोगे नहीं तो चॉकलेट नहीं मिलेगी। तो चॉकलेट की वो बन्नी दिखा दी गई हमको और दूर रख दी गई। पहले इतना होमवर्क करो फिर 2 टॉफी मिलेगी। अब ये जो बालक है छोटा सा जो पढ़ाई कर रहा है, उस बन्नी की तरफ देख देख के वो मन में क्या सोच रहा है, एक दिन मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा, फिर जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा ना तब फिर ये पूरी की पूरी बन्नी खा लूंगा, मैं ऐसी कम से कम 10 चॉकलेट की वो लाऊंगा। सो सी, अगर तुम फर्स्ट नहीं आओगे तो हमारी नाक कट जाएगी, तो मैं खुश नहीं होऊंगी। सो नाउ कहाँ से वो पीस में जी रहा है भाई? वो तो हर वक्त इस रेस्टलेसनेस में, इस बेचैनी में जी रहा है कि मुझे आपका अप्रूवल चाहिए, मुझे आपको खुश करना है। पहले किसको खुश करना है? पहले मुझे अपने पेरेंट्स को खुश करना है, फिर उसके बाद में मुझे अपने टीचर्स को खुश करना है, फिर उसके बाद में जो अथॉरिटी में है, पावर में है, उनको सबको खुश करना है, वेदर दे आर माय बॉसेस, वेदर दे आर एनीवन। और फिर एक दिन मुझे इतना पावरफुल बन जाना है कि लोग मुझे खुश करें। इस पावर की रेस में हम लग गए, हमारे परिवार लग गए। तो बोले उनके यहाँ की शादी के आगे तो अंबानी की शादी भी कुछ नहीं थी। डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ पावर। लड़की देखने जाना है, बड़ी वाली गाड़ी निकालो। सोसाइटीज इसमें लग गई, कम्युनिटीज इसमें लग गई, पूरे के पूरे देश इसमें लग गए। 1980s में एक साइकोलॉजी की ब्रांच का उदय हुआ, पीस साइकोलॉजी। रैल्फ वॉल्टर और फ्रैंक इसके जनक थे, जिन्होंने दुनिया को ये बताना शुरू करा कि भाई ये न्यूक्लियर एमिनिशन कलेक्ट करने से और इस तरह का सारा वॉर की मेंटालिटी से कितना नुकसान हो रहा है। उन्होंने पूरे अमेरिका में सर्वे किया और सर्वे में उन्होंने बताया कि देखो अमेरिकन्स, even American children are living in fear. And because we are living in fear, we cannot live in peace. As simple as that. They're mutually exclusive. And so then a generation of psychologists started influencing the policymakers on a 4 model theory. जहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला कि डायरेक्ट वायलेंस को हमको रोकना है, हमको स्ट्रक्चरल वायलेंस को रोकना है, हमको क्या करना है, हमको पीस मेकिंग करनी है। पीस मेकिंग माने 2 लोगों की अगर लड़ाई हो रही है तो इसमें हमको मीडिएटर बनना है, जाकर हमको उन दोनों की लड़ाई को सुलझाना है और पीस बिल्डिंग करना है। पीस साइकोलॉजी जो दुनिया में इस तरह से स्टार्ट हुई, वो सेंटर कहाँ करती है? अल्टीमेटली इट गोज एंड सेंटर्स ऑन इनर पीस ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल। और ये इंडिविजुअल का इनर पीस कहाँ से आएगा? पीस cannot be equated to चुपचाप बैठ जाओ, शांति रखो, कोई कुछ बोलो मत. This is not peace. I cannot rest if I see something unscientific going on which is damaging people. And I cannot rest unless I go and correct it. Will you call me a peaceful person? मैं तो बड़ी रेस्टलेस हूँ. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो रेस्टलेस हैं, जो देख रहे हैं कि अरे ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर नहीं मिल रहा. अंबिका और मैं कल एक वर्कशॉप में साथ में थे, एंड देयर वाज अ लेडी हु सेड कि मेरे जो हस्बैंड हैं वो अपना शोरूम छोड़कर और जो पुराने भंगार की दुकानें हैं ना, उनको क्या पड़ी? ही इज अ रेगुलर बिजनेसमैन. व्हाई कांट ही रेस्ट एट हिज होम? चुपचाप क्यों नहीं बैठ रहे लॉकडाउन में? विल यू कॉल हिम अ पीसफुल पर्सन? शांति से बैठ ही नहीं रहे हो. सो पीस इज एक्चुअली एन intention for harmony, intention for welfare of others, intention that we all should live, that we all should be happy, that we all should be able to collaborate. So this intention, where does it come from? तो मनीषा जी का मुझे एक और आदेश है कि सीबीटी का क्या रोल है ये बताइए. देखिए, सीबीटी जिस प्रिंसिपल पर फाउंडेड है वो प्रिंसिपल ही इनर पीस का प्रिंसिपल है. सो सीबीटी इज बेस्ड ऑन द फिलॉसफी ऑफ स्टोइसिज्म. स्टोइक फिलॉसफी में हम कहते हैं इट इज नॉट द इवेंट बट व्हाट यू थिंक अबाउट द इवेंट causes your emotional upset. So let us say हमको कोरोना हो गया, मुझे भी और अंबिका को भी. मैं रिकवर हो गई, ये अभी इनका 8th-9th डे है आज. You can see her sitting and smiling at you. But there are people जिनको अभी हुआ नहीं है, तब भी वो डर से ग्रसित हो चुके हैं, तब भी वो एंशियस है, तब भी वो परेशान है कि हो ना जाए. You know, and we are seeing lots of patients in our clinics nowadays with COVID anxiety, with COVID depression. People are committing suicides just for the fear कि हमारा COVID test positive ना आ जाए. तो कोरोना तो हम सबके लिए वही है ना. पर हमारा रिएक्शन किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? What is it that we are thinking about it? And my dear friends, this stoicism can be seen as it is in Bhagavad Gita, which talks about a state of sthit pragya, equanimity. गर्मी में और सर्दी में एक समान रह पाना, सुख में और दुख में एक समान रह पाना, not being excited by either, not being agitated by either, which says that pain is inevitable, but you can choose to suffer with dignity. लाइफ में एडवर्सिटी नहीं आएगी ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. लाइफ का कैरेक्टर ही ये है कि इट इज अनसर्टेन. जीवन में कठिनाइयां आएंगी ही, जीवन में नेगेटिव इमोशंस आएंगे ही. तो हम क्या करें? वी कैन मेक रूम फॉर दैट. सो रेसिपी फॉर सक्सेस, मनीषा जी पूछ रही क्या करें? हाउ रेसिपी फॉर पीस, सॉरी, क्या करें कि जिससे हम ये इस इनर पीस को हासिल कर पाए? मेकिंग रूम फॉर these visitors who come and visit us. Sometimes anxiety comes, sometimes guilt comes, sometimes this feeling or that feeling. And we remain in our true identity. हम लोग की प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हम अपनी फॉल्स आइडेंटिटी के साथ फ्यूज हो गए. फॉल्स आइडेंटिटी क्या है? हमारी शरीर, बॉडी कॉन्शियसनेस. हमको लग रहा है शरीर ही हमारी आइडेंटिटी. दिस इज आवर फॉल्स आइडेंटिटी, अहंकार. When the journey of self-awareness takes us to our true identity, that is pure consciousness, which is beyond the body, तब हमको पता चलता है. हमारे यहाँ बोला है नेति 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 नेति. आप कौन हो? आंख हो? आप कौन हो? नाक हो? आप कौन हो? कान हो? नेति नेति. We are not our sensations. We are not our senses. We are not the pleasure. We are not this. We are not that. We are not this. We are not that. Then who are you? I am the one who notices. I am the one who observes. So the observer self, drishta bhav. एक बार जब हमको यहाँ से वहां कूदना आ जाएगा, वहां से यहाँ कूदना आ जाएगा, यहाँ से वहां कूदना आ जाएगा, तब फिर रेसिपी फॉर पीस बन जाएगी.
एग्जैक्टली मैम. रियली.
कौन फील कर रहा है पेन? कौन फील कर? मैं या मेरा हाथ? मेरा हाथ दर्द कर रहा है. तो मैं कौन हूं? मैं वो हूं जो इस दर्द को देख रहा हूं. तो एक बार इधर आ जाओ, एक बार इधर आ जाओ, एक बार यहां से देखो जरा, एक बार यहां से देखो जरा. जब ये कूदा फांदी आ जाएगी तब हमको पता चलेगा कि सफरिंग जितनी भी है, जितना भी पेन है, जितना भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, जितनी भी लड़ाई है, वो तो इज फ्यूज्ड फॉल्स आइडेंटिटी की वजह से.
सो ट्रू मैम. लाइक
तो चाहे वो सीबीटी हो, चाहे वो कोई भी. जी मनीषा जी.
बेसिकली हमारा जो रिस्पॉन्स है वही हमारे एक्सपीरियंसेस बनाता है. हमारा पेन, हमारी हैप्पीनेस,
Exactly.
पीस, एवरीथिंग. सो नाइस.
एग्जैक्टली.
It was so nice
Exactly.
listening to you.
और
ma'am.
ये चॉइस हमें एम्पावर करती है.
Exactly.
जब हम बोलते हैं ना कि मेरे पास कोई चॉइस नहीं है, तो देन यू आर पावरलेस, देन यू आर हेल्पलेस.
Exactly.
True power comes by the power of choice, that I choose to behave in a particular way in this situation.
Very true.
And of course, my dear friends, we are all humans. हम सब में कमियां रहेंगी ही, but are we taking those small baby steps towards this journey? और इसीलिए हमारे यहाँ तो कहते हैं कि कोई जल्दी नहीं है, कर्मों का सिद्धांत है, कितने ही जन्म ले लो, लेसन्स तो एक बार सीखने हैं, चाहे इस जन्म में सीख लो, चाहे एक बार और आ जाना, हमने सारा प्रोविजन किया हुआ है।
बिल्कुल,
कोई प्रेशर नहीं है आपके ऊपर कि इसी जन्म में सब सीखना है, सीख लो तो अच्छा।
क्या हम चीनू मैम के लिए प्लीज
द गीता इज आल्सो
ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं? एंड मैम आपको जरूर हम और भी सुनना चाहेंगे, एंड आपका बात बहुत ही अच्छी लग रही है, एंड इट इज रियली टचिंग अवर हार्ट्स, बट आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट एवरीबडी कि थोड़ा स्माइल्स डालो, थोड़ा सा हार्ट्स डालो, थोड़े हैंड्स अप डालो हमारे स्पीकर्स के लिए, सबके लिए। व्हेन वी आर ऑल टुगेदर सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ गुड एनर्जी। जब इतनी अच्छी बात कोई कर रहा है तो प्लीज डू इट, एकदम खुले मन से करिए जो भी हम लोग कर रहे हैं, तो वी विल ब्रिंग मोर स्माइल्स, मोर पीस एंड मोर हैप्पीनेस। तो कैन वी जस्ट पुट हैंड्स टुगेदर फॉर मैम थ्रू रिएक्शंस और थ्रू व्हाटएवर यू वांट, यू नो? या मैम बहुत अच्छा लगा आपका सुन के, एंड डेफिनेटली हम और भी सुनेंगे आपको। उत्कर्षा, कैन यू टेक इट फर्दर नाउ प्लीज?
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Manisha, and thank you so much, Dr. Tinu ma'am, for your wise words. I learned a lot actually about how stress affects us and what we can do to regain control of the situation that we are going through or that we've been put through because of situations or circumstances. So thank you so much for that. Now that the program is officially open, we'll begin with the opening notes of all our speakers. So our first speaker is Ambika Warrior ma'am. Ma'am, I welcome you. Ambika Warrior ma'am is a counseling psychologist and therapist with over 2.5 decades of experience. She is the founder of the Anand Center for Counseling, an initiative envisioned to provide holistic psychological, behavioral, and emotional counseling and therapies across all age groups. Ambika ma'am believes that each individual should be empowered with the knowledge that can help them lead a balanced life. She is an exponent of inner joy. She is a certified career counselor, parenting expert, EFT tapping practitioner, and she has helped youngsters and professionals choose the right stream and right career choices. I welcome you once again, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Utkarsha, for this warm welcome. And I'm really honored to be on the stage, and especially where my own mentor has been the keynote speaker. It's a blessing. I'm really overwhelmed, and I'm looking forward to being a part of this beautiful discussion. Thank you very much.
Utkarsha, introduce the second speaker, please.
Our second speaker is Binita Periwal ma'am. Ma'am, I welcome you.
Thank you.
She's a yoga instructor with Yoga for Peace. She has certifications from Calcutta University. She has done a teacher training course from the Yoga Niketan Institute, Goregaon, in Ashtang Yoga. She has done the teacher training course from Yoga Topics Kandivali and the advanced teacher training course from the Yoga Niketan Institute. She also does therapeutic yoga from the Yoga Vinyasa Institute and Health and Wellness Institute, and a certification in pregnancy yoga from the Yoga Vinyasa Institute and Health and Wellness Institute, as well as a Vipassana course. She has been teaching yoga since 2014 at Yoga Niketan Institute, training people from ages 5 to 75. She has worked with an NGO for a year training small children. Of late, she has begun personal yoga training by setting up her own organization, Yoga for Peace, and also started online training since the last year owing to the pandemic. Yoga for Peace caters not only to your physical health, but also for mental relaxation, which we all need. She is currently learning Sanskrit as well to connect with our Indian texts. We welcome you, ma'am. Can we hear your opening notes, please?
Thank you so much, Manisha. Thank you so much, Utkarsha. And good evening, everyone. Rest in peace versus live in peace. मुझे समझ नहीं आता रेस्ट इन पीस मतलब जब हम इस दुनिया से चले जाते हैं तभी रेस्ट में क्यों रहना है, जबकि जीते जीते हम छोटे छोटे पीसेस में जी रहे हैं आज। तो इसकी बजाय पीस में कैसे रहें यह सोचना है। देखिए, दिन भर की भाग दौड़ में अपनी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को पूरा करते करते एंड में हम इस पीस को भी बाहर ही ढूंढने की कोशिश करते हैं और हम रियलाइज ही नहीं करते कि ये तो हमारे अंदर ही है, क्योंकि हमारे इमोशंस लाइक एंगर, ईगो, ये हम पर हावी हो गए हैं। तो हमें कोशिश क्या करनी चाहिए, अपने माइंड को अपना फ्रेंड बनाएं और माइंड से जो चीजें डिस्ट्रैक्ट करें, हमें डिस्टर्ब करें, जो हमें चीजें, उनसे हम या तो दूर रहें या उन्हें हम टैकल करना सीख जाएं, और या फिर ऐसा काम करें जिससे माइंड हमारा रिलैक्स रहे, जैसे योगा करें या फिर आपको जो अच्छा लगे, जो करके आपको खुशी मिले, वो करें। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely to hear your words. Our next speaker is Dr. Rakhi Medha, ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Rakhi Medha, ma'am, is a renowned dental surgeon practicing for over 25 years, known for her reassuring smile and her gentle hands. Her patients over the years would vouch that she is a very antithesis of the scary dentist that we all imagine. A conscious spiritualist with a plethora of wisdom, she is responsible for the smile of many over the years in every sense of the word. We welcome you again, ma'am, and I request you to enlighten us with your opening note.
Thank you so much, Utkarsha, for the lovely introduction. And it's so good to see you, from a little one to a beautiful, qualified doctor today. So it's a very proud moment for me. And thank you, Manisha, and thank you everyone for being here and giving me an opportunity to speak and hear all the wisdom that you all also have to impart. So when Manisha told me about her concept of having a seminar on rest in peace versus live in peace, it really made me think, what do I mean by rest in peace? So it just told me that, okay, rest in peace is when you assume and you hope that somebody's spirit or soul is at peace after they die. And I thought, why is it that we have to wait for death to feel peaceful? Why is it that we cannot be peaceful in our day-to-day living? And I think it's a very important point and a very important discussion to know how to be at peace in our daily lives. So I'd like to believe that world peace does begin with me. And the more peaceful I am, the more peace I can spread around me. So at the same time, I believe that all our lives are so interconnected. And as a human, we are connected to every living creature on this earth. So until and unless we extend our circle of compassion to all the living creatures around us and feel for them, empathize with them, till that time, we will not be able to find everlasting peace. So I believe that peace is the goal of every prayer we have today, and it is the aim of all our lives today. And it's up to us to make living in peace our attitude as well as a way of life. And that is the true meaning of celebrating our life, this gift that is given to us by the Almighty. So that's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rakhi, ma'am, for your wonderful opening note. It really made us realize how precious our lives are and how connected we are with everyone. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Our final speaker is Kapil Sharma, sir. Sir, I welcome you. Kapil Sharma, sir, has been working in the field of mental health, life skills, and public health, conducting various forms of trainings, webinars, seminars, workshops. He is also working as a consultant in different non-governmental organizations, including 100+ capacity building sessions. Emerging trainer, speaker, and writer in the field of mental health and counseling psychology. He has been involved as a program producer and presenter for Safalata Samvad, a psychological counselor at Pahilo Kadam, a step towards self-love, trainer and consultant at Hudek, Nepal, and a speaker and writer for the Success News. I welcome you once again, sir, and I request you to kindly tell us your opening notes.
Namaste and good evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Utkarsha Loikar, It's an honor and a pleasure for me to be in front of Dr. Manisha Unwikar, whom I met in a session called Happiness Triangle, which is that session a month earlier. It's a pleasure for me to be a part of this influence session recipe for the peace. And I would like to say that most of the time, we tend to control the things that are beyond our control. For example, we do have a two aspect to build the peace. And the first aspect is that we do have control over the things. And the second aspect is that we do have control, we do not have the control over the things. And the stress arises or the peace disturbs when we try to control the things which are beyond our control. And we forget to control the things that is within our control. That's why maintaining this particular equilibrium helps us to maintain peace. And yes, obviously, we are in the step of peace building, but this is the primary step. And the first step, this is the peace education, and our goal is peace building. So we do have a chain, we do have a process from peace education to the peace building, which we are going to talk in the further conversations. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a great honor for me, and I'm blessed for this invitation to his companion, a spiritual connect, and a whole team. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, and especially for reminding us that we have to learn to shift our focus from things that we can't control to those that we can in order to reduce the stress in our lives. Thank you so much once again. I would now like to hand over to Dr. Manisha so that we may begin the panel discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Utkarsha. So now in our bowl of peace, we are preparing the recipe. So there are quite a few points that have already come into it. So yeah, the recipe is going to be very yummy. And I'm so happy that all good cooks are here. Okay, so proudly I say that, yes, we are a good team. So please, thumbs up and cheers for everybody. So my first question is to Ambika ma'am. I would like to ask you a very simple question. Since you are a psychologist, a practicing psychologist, so please enlighten me on what, according to you, is snatching away peace in today's world.
Okay. So as the name says, recipe for peace. There is a basic recipe that we all have in everybody's life. And if you see, it is always namak swadanusar,
yes,
mirch swadanusar.
Exactly.
And these are the two main ingredients in any recipe, and it is according to our likes and dislikes. So this is how I would like to start, and which is why live in peace is more important. After death, it's all like, we're going to Vaikuntha Dham, as we all say. So wahan to rest karna hi karna hai. Let us start resting here right now. Let us have that peaceful rest here while we are working and while we are awake and alive. Our eminent keynote speaker, Dr. Chinu ma'am, she so beautifully spoke about we being born with fear of survival and the other emotion being hunger. And how, we try to take that power to overcome the fear. So since I'm also from psychology background, we have a therapy called compassion focused therapy by Paul Gilbert, where he very clearly and beautifully explains that each of us are born with three systems. The threat system, which Chino ma'am so beautifully explained, the drive system, which is where the power comes in. That means we're trying to procure, ikhatta karo, har cheez ko ikhatta karo, jitna ho sake bator lo. Today I'm a clerk, tomorrow I want to be a manager. I'm a manager now, I want to be the bigger manager, and then the CFO, then the CEO, then I want an empire for myself. Now what? And the third system is the rest and digest, जिसको हम बिल्कुल भूल जाते हैं. हम रात को सोते क्यों हैं? बिल्कुल रेस्ट और डाइजेस्ट के लिए. पर इसी चीज को हम हमारी जिंदगी में डालना भूल जाते हैं. We forget in our daily life, like the way we are breathing in and breathing out. We should realize that every moment we should look as to what are our achievements, how much are we helping ourselves and others. The moment I take that rest, I'm able to digest. And when I digest, I know what exactly can I do for myself and for my community, my family, my country, and the world. So the moment we all realize that rest is a conscious decision, अपना digestion अपने आप शुरू हो जाएगा, and this beautiful recipe will be absolutely marvelous. So this is my take on why is it that we are not able to be at peace. What is snatching away our peace? We are not able to assimilate what we have. I'm only looking at what I do not have. I'm looking at Manisha ji ने तो 43 books लिख लिया, मैंने तो एक भी book नहीं लिखा. I'm not looking at what I have. Yes, Manisha ji, hats off to you. What have I done? Let me rest. Let me digest so that I can help myself and then the community. So according to me, this is the reason, Manisha ji.
Very nice. I'm so impressed, and you have hit the bottom actually. This is how it is, because it's often the thing comes from मेरे पास क्या नहीं है वो कम है लेकिन दूसरे के पास क्या है. Unrest is that कि मेरे पास घर है नहीं है, that is okay, but he has a bigger house than me. So that is where the peace, unrest comes from, you know, like very nice, very nice. So thankful to you. मेरा second question रहेगा बिनीता जी से. बिनीता जी, आपको क्या लगता है कि हम पीस कैसे इंस्टिल कर सकते हैं लाइफ में? बिल्कुल बेसिक पीस की अगर हम बात करें तो.
हाँ जी, थैंक यू सो मच. पीस क्या है? इट्स ए स्टेट ऑफ माइंड, अ फीलिंग जिसको हम देख नहीं सकते, सिर्फ एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं. जनरली इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में हम टेम्परेरी हैप्पीनेस को ही पीस समझ बैठते हैं और एक के बाद दूसरी चीज को पाने के लिए पूरी जिंदगी लगे रहते हैं. यकीन माने तो वह एक चीज हमें खुशी नहीं देती, क्योंकि क्या होता है, वो एक चीज को हमने पाया, एक विश हमने कंप्लीट की और उसको ठीक से एंजॉय भी नहीं करते और हम दूसरे विश को पाने के लिए उसके पीछे लग जाते हैं. और ये गो ऑन, मतलब नॉन स्टॉप, ये कंटिन्यूस चालू रहता है हमारा पूरी जिंदगी, और इसीलिए हम डिस्टर्ब रहते हैं, पीस हमसे दूर रहती है. तो इसका कारण क्या है? इसका कारण है कि हमने अपने सेंसेस और अपने माइंड को इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड की तरफ डाइवर्ट करके रखा है. जिस दिन से हमने इन पर काम करना स्टार्ट किया, इनको इनवर्ट डाइवर्ट करने के लिए काम स्टार्ट किया, तो ट्रस्ट में धीरे धीरे आप इस पीस को एक्सपीरियंस कर पाएंगे. जैसे एक एग्जांपल दूंगा आपको. मिट्टी के घड़ा जो है वो मिट्टी में ही रहता है, पर जब तक वो मिट्टी है हमें नहीं दिखाई देता. जब पॉटर उस पर काम करता है, उसको शेप देता है, तो हमें दिखाई देता है, था तो वो पहले भी मिट्टी में ही. तो इसी तरह से हमें भी अपने ऊपर काम करना है, जो अंदर ऑलरेडी पीस है उसको एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए. ऐसे ही हमें और क्या करना है, क्योंकि करना जरूरी है. तो इसके लिए सबसे पहले हमें अपने आप को पहचानना है. नो योरसेल्फ थॉरली. इसके लिए अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स और अपनी वीकनेसेस को नोट डाउन करें, उन वीकनेसेस पर काम करें. नेक्स्ट है रिएक्शन एंड रिस्पॉन्स. आज हम इतने इम्पेशेंट हो गए हैं कि अगर हमसे कोई बात करता है, हम उसकी बात पूरी तरह से सुनते भी नहीं है और ना उसका इंटेंशन जानने की कोशिश करते हैं. इमीडिएटली हम रिएक्ट कर जाते हैं. तो ये रिएक्शन की बजाय अगर हम रिस्पॉन्ड करना शुरू कर दें, तो आई थिंक लाइफ की बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हमारी कम हो जाएंगी. नेक्स्ट है अप्रिशिएट गुड थिंग्स इन योर लाइफ. हमारा ध्यान ज्यादातर हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स की तरफ होता है. तो दिन भर की अगर हम अपनी रूटीन को भी देखें, तो रात को सोने के पहले एक रूटीन बना ले कि दिन भर में आज छोटी छोटी ऐसी क्या पॉजिटिव चीजें मेरे साथ हुई, उसको मैं नोट डाउन करूं. और ये हैबिट बनाएंगे तो हम देखेंगे कि डेली कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा हमारे साथ हो रहा है। मे भी सुबह हम जब उठते हैं तो बर्ड्स की मीठी आवाज ही हमने सुनी होगी, तो उसको भी अगर नोट डाउन किया तो ऐसी छोटी छोटी बहुत सारी चीजें हमें खुशी देंगी। उसके बाद है प्रेजेंट में रहना। होता क्या है, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम या तो हम पास्ट में होते हैं या फिर फ्यूचर में, तो इसके कारण अनलिमिटेड थॉट्स नॉन स्टॉप हमारे माइंड में चलते रहते हैं और जिसके कारण हम डिस्टर्ब रहते हैं। मान लीजिए इस समय, सपोज कीजिए कि आपके सामने आइसक्रीम है नहीं, जस्ट मान लीजिए वो आइसक्रीम को आपने टेस्ट किया, तो आप प्रेजेंट में कब तक रहते हैं, जब उस टेस्ट को आप, उस ठंडक को, उस स्वीटनेस को फील करते हो। ऐसा नहीं कि आई आइसक्रीम और फटाफट हमने खा ली। तो प्रेजेंट में रहना सीखना है हमें। और इसके बाद में मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी कि योग से जुड़िए, स्पिरिचुअलिटी से जुड़िए, और इन सब से जुड़कर और ये सारी वर्किंग करने के बाद मुझे लगता है कि आप जरूर पीस को एक्सपीरियंस कर पाएंगे अपनी लाइफ में।
बहुत अच्छे।
थैंक यू।
आपने बहुत छोटी छोटी बातें बताई जो इजीली हो सकती हैं लेकिन होती नहीं है जनरली। तो अगर हम थोड़ा भी ध्यान देंगे अगर इन चीजों पे, तो इवन आई फील कि पीस इंस्टिल जरूर होगी हमारी सबकी लाइफ में। बहुत अच्छे थॉट्स हैं आपके, थैंक यू सो मच। My next question is to Dr. Rakhi Medha. You are from a very different field. You are a dentist, and people have a fear of going to dentist. कि दांत दुख रहा है, पता नहीं क्या करेंगे, उखाड़ देंगे, क्या करेंगे, don't know. So I would like to know, like, how you make your patients calmer or relaxed, or like what is that thing that you do to bring in peace when they are there with you?
Okay. So mostly I have seen over the years that every patient who walks in for the first time has got so many preconceived notions about dentistry, and they've always heard some kind of story somewhere. Someone underwent a third molar extraction, somebody underwent a root canal, and everybody's got a story to say. And mostly they're quite terrifying stories, even when I hear them. So for us, a lot of responsibility lies on us is to remove these preconceived notions and to put in the right notions. So many a times, the first time we meet someone, we have to really erase a lot of past memories and work on creating better memories. So we work on a lot of procedures like trying to maintain as much as calmness as possible in our practice. So we like to maintain optimum hygiene, peaceful environment, total privacy for the patient, and serene music, which helps me to be calm and at peace, as well as the patient to be calm at peace. And I can very proudly say that at least 80% of my patients sleep off on the chair. So it gives us a great sense of satisfaction when somebody sleeps off. And it has been a very satisfying experience treating so many people and curing them of their discomfort and bringing a certain happiness to them in terms of a better smile or a more comfortable dentition. So I think that would be my take. And another thing I really like to do is have a little small talk with most of my patients. Like Manisha, I think you've been coming to me since 2004. It's a very, very long time. And every time I see you, I always have Utkarsha and Anubhuti in my mind. So I always want to know something about them. So that is another thing I really like, is to connect to families of most of my patients. So it makes them feel very comfortable. So I think these are the things that really matter. And if my patient is happy at the end of it all, I think everything is really well worth it.
Very true. And you said it truly, like, whenever you go to her clinic, there is a soothing music and you feel at peace, and it's instrumental. So you don't have to think much. I like this, I don't like that. So you are at peace, and she is always smiling. Like Chanchal ma'am also always stresses upon smile. So she's smiling. So looking at her makes you feel good, makes you feel at peace. So that is how she calms her patients. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My next question is to Kapil ji. Kapil ji, India and Nepal, they are both similar kind of countries. We have the same culture, same tradition. I think stress के जो factors है, those are also almost similar. So how we can change the perception of stress? You are also a psychologist, so I would like to know from that perspective actually.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Melissa ma'am. Yeah, talking about this space, I have prepared some recipes for the piece, and I relate that recipe to this particular stressor and stress factors. The first one is I would like to relate that because of the multicultural perspective, we do share the similar kind of beliefs, similar kind of festivals and the religious perspective. So exactly you noted it so perfectly that based upon our cultural perspective, based upon the environmental perspective, yes, we do share the some kind of similar stress factors. And show and the reason and the result is almost similar to the India as well as Nepal also. For example, we can take a common example of traffic jam. ये इंडिया में भी होता है और नेपाल में भी होता है ये ट्रैफिक जाम। ये होता है इसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे कि हमारे लाइफ में हम जो कुछ भी बिहेवियर पोर्ट्रे करते हैं वो बिहेवियर में एक प्रिंसिपल अप्लाई होता है साइकोलॉजिकली, and that principle is the principle of event, meaning and action. For example, this is the particular event I'm attending. ये event है, meaning क्या है कि यहाँ पर हम पीस के लिए कुछ रेसिपी डेवलप कर रहे हैं, so that based upon that meaning I am delivering this speech, I am doing this particular behavior. So traffic jam के example में जैसे कि कोई आदमी क्या होता है कि ट्रैफिक जाम को लेकर इतने वरी होता है कि he start blaming the government, he start blaming the person near to him or her, but another one के पास ये choice होता है कि yeah, it's a time of traffic jam, I may fix my mirror, मैं मिरर फिक्स कर सकता हूँ, मैं पेट्रोल के स्केल देख सकता हूँ, मैं साइड में कौन बैठे उसको देखकर स्माइल कर सकता हूँ. It's a choice. What I'm trying to relate is that event is not in our control, but the meaning what we give to that particular event is in our control, and that particular meaning is leading to a state of peace or not. That's a choice, and we do have a window of opportunity to act on this event. So event meaning और action का जो ये principle है वहाँ पर हम meaning में काम करना पड़ता है हमको, और ये being aware of that meaning. Yeah, this is in my control. It's a time to work on myself. It's an opportunity for me. ये जो awareness है, ये awareness आपको जैसे विनीता पेरवाल मैम ने कहा था react and respond. Exactly, these two principles are correlated to each other. So let's start working on the meaning. We do have a choice. कोई आपको आकर कोई गलत बात कहता है तो आपके पास choice है, react करना है और थोड़ी देर होल्ड करके वो विंडो ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी को लेकर ओके बीइंग अवेयर, बीइंग माइंडफुल इन दिस सिचुएशन एंड देन रेस्पॉन्ड पर्टिकुलरली. ये हमारे पास चॉइस होना चाहिए. यही अवेयरनेस भी हमको पीस दिला सकता है. नेक्स्ट वन इज आई डू ट्राई करता रहता हूँ कैच अ पर्सन व्हेन दे आर राइट, because good and bad are like pros and cons, is a part of life. We do many kind of mistakes, but I do have a choice कि catch a person when they are right. ये हमने बचपन में बहुत लोग ने किया ये, और इसी वजह से अभी चाइल्ड को भी स्ट्रेस मिलता है. चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव से भी डिजर्टर हम देख सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल जब फर्स्ट टाइम वो छोटा बच्चा जो था वो वॉक कर रहा था, मम्मी पापा कह रहा था, हमने प्रेज किया और उसको ये फील हुआ कि ओके प्रेजिंग इज द एनर्जी फॉर मी. जैसे जैसे वो बच्चा बड़ा होता गया, हमने क्या किया, प्रेज करने को रोक दिया और ब्लेम करने को स्टार्ट किया. दैट्स व्हाई चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव से भी हमको क्या नॉलेज आ रहा है कि चाइल्ड जब टीन एज में जाता है तो वो फ्रेंड्स के साथ कंफर्टेबल होता है, नहीं कि पेरेंट के साथ, because parent have stopped the praising and started blaming. At the same time, friends have started praising. So this psychology, this particular psychology also works with all age groups. Catch a person when he or she is right, because it's opportunity to praise, it's opportunity to fix the problem. So these two particular recipes, event, meaning, and action wala principle, and second, catch a person when he or she is right, is the recipe I would like to share with this team. Thank you so much, Manisha ma'am.
So nice, Kapil ji. And yes, we all can relate with what you said just now, because dil ko chhune wali baat kahi. Very nice. Thank you so much. My next question is to who? Ambika ma'am. So Ambika ma'am, I would like to know from you, what are your best tips to bring and maintain inner joy in life? Because you work on inner joy, right? So I would like to know about a few inner tips.
Yes. So one of the examples that I would take is of the current situation. This is the second lockdown our country is facing, maybe in bits and pieces. The first lockdown was where the entire country was under lockdown, and now in each state they have their own rules. But when the lockdown came, what are we all looking for? What are we all running after? Are we running after basic necessities of life? Or are we still looking for pizzas and cokes and perfumes and designer dresses? No, we're just looking for that dal rice. If I have enough, I'm more than happy to give it to my neighbor if she is not in a state to go and purchase it. Am I being educated about it now? No. So if you see, it is coming from within. This is one example. This is one way, like Chinu ma'am started with saying that small invisible virus have brought us to knees and showed us what is humanity. What is the value that we are born as, humans, the value with which we are born. It is inherent. We just need to develop it. I like to tell a very quick, small story. I'll kind of make it even more concise. There was this farmer who grew the best wheat in the whole state. And every week, one day he would decide, he would make small packets of wheat grains and give it for free to entire neighborhood. So one day, one rich businessman came and asked, you're such a foolish man. Your wheat is the best wheat in the entire state. Why are you giving it for free? He said, why? What happened? He says, no, you should grow it all so that you get more profit, you sell more of it, and you become the richest and the most famous person in the whole world. He said, when there is breeze, the pollen grains come to my farm. The butterflies would sit, the sparrows would sit. They would bring the pollen grains, they would bring the seeds. And if my farm has to have the best, the others around me have to have the best. So always remember, we cannot look for peace when I'm looking only at myself. Peace should be all encompassing. Like something Dr. Rakhi said, the moment I see a smile on my patient's face, I am at peace. What did she do? It was just the music that was there, nothing more. Or probably she just asked about the children at home. So peace always is all encompassing. And I would like to close my comments with a small little part from Bhajagovindam, written by Adi Shankaracharya, where he says, Pranayamam Pratyaharam Nitya Nitya Viveka Vicharam. I'm not telling the rest. It means where you know to control your breath, where you know to withdraw your senses as required, and where you're aware what is permanent and what is temporary. You are there. That's where peace will prevail.
Excellent.
So this is what I would like to close my.
Excellent. Excellent. Very nice. I'm touched by it, touched by your words. So nice.
Thank you.
Binita ji, my next question is to you. You teach yoga So can you give just one tip that can be practiced by everybody to bring in peace?
One tip is
Yeah.
this, you should start doing yoga from today itself.
So how to do
This
that?
is the
Because
only-
now people say that they don't have time. They are so busy and they have time to do many other things, but not to do yoga. So what is your message for them? Like how you pull them into practicing yoga so that they can get peace?
See, when we listen the word yoga, so it means we feel that it is only asanas.
Exactly.
बट योग ये नहीं है, सिर्फ ये नहीं है। मेरे कहने का मतलब योग में आसन है, बट योग तो पूरी लाइफ को जीने का एक जरिया है। इट्स ए वे ऑफ लाइफ एंड यूनियन ऑफ, यू कैन से यूनियन ऑफ बॉडी, माइंड एंड सोल। देखिए, योगा में आसन है, पर योग की जर्नी में 8 स्टेप्स है। वो 8 स्टेप्स को जब आप फॉलो करते हो तो ये एक सीक्वेंस की तरह हमें बाहर से अंदर की तरफ लाता है, इस आउटर वर्ल्ड से इनर वर्ल्ड की तरफ। तो दोज 8 स्टेप्स आर लाइक यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, धारणा, ध्यान एंड समाधि। तो ये इनको एक एक करके फॉलो करके ही हम आगे जा सकते हैं। हाँ, लेकिन डे टू डे लाइफ में अगर हमें हेल्दी रहना है, बॉडी को न्यूट्रिशन देना है, तो योग तो खुद को ही करना पड़ेगा। ऐसा नहीं है कि सब्जी खानी है तो सर्वेंट को बोल दिया कि आप लेके आओ, कुक को बोला आप बना दो, तो ऐसे नहीं है योग। अगर मुझे शोल्डर में पेन है तो इसके लिए स्ट्रेचिंग तो मुझे ही करनी पड़ेगी। अब वहां हमें मुझे प्रायोरिटी रखनी पड़ेगी लाइफ में कि क्या मुझे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर सुबह आधा या 1 घंटा मैंने निकाला तो मेरे बाकी के फुल डे मेरा हेल्दी जाने वाला है, रिलैक्स रहने वाला है। क्योंकि आज क्या है, योग जब पूरे वर्ल्ड ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, और हमारी तो आदत है कि जो चीजें हमें वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज से जब मिलती है तो हमारे लिए उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बढ़ जाती है। जैसे हमारे बड़े लोग हमें जब दूध पीने बोलते थे हल्दी वाला, तो हमें ओल्ड फैशन लगता था, लेकिन वही जब आज टर्मरिक लाते बनकर आ गया है तो उसको पीने में हम प्राउड फील करते हैं। और मेरी माने तो मैंने तो योग स्टार्ट किया था 11 इयर्स बैक, और तभी मुझे बैकएक की प्रॉब्लम थी। मैं भी आसन और प्राणायाम के साथ ही योग से जुड़ी थी। पर 11 साल की इस जर्नी में मैंने योग का एक अलग ही रूप देखा है, और ये समझा है कि ये एक दिन की वर्किंग नहीं है यहाँ एनफ, ये डे टू डे वर्किंग है और पूरी लाइफ करनी है हमें। जब मेरी क्लासेस कंप्लीट होती है, जब सेशंस हो जाते हैं, और मेरे स्टूडेंट्स का फीडबैक ये रहता है कभी कि आज हम फिजिकली रिलैक्स लग रहा है मुझे, आज मुझे मेंटली रिलैक्स लग रहा है, आज मुझे थॉटलेस फील हो रहा है। छोटे छोटे चीजों पे जो मैं रिएक्ट करते थे वो कम हो गया रिएक्शन, उसकी वजह से माइंड का डिस्टर्ब होना कम हो गया। तो मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है कि यही योग है जो फिजिकली तो आपको फिट रखता ही है, मेंटली भी रिलैक्स रखता है, और स्पिरिचुअलिटी में भी आपको आगे लेकर जाता है अगर आपकी इच्छा है। ये योग के अलावा और कहीं नहीं है।
सो ट्रू।
तो देखिए, इसी तरह से मेडिटेशन तक जब आप पहुंचते हो योग करते हुए, तो आपकी लाइफ वही है, लोग वही है, और सिचुएशन भी वही है, पर आपका नजरिया लाइफ को देखने का बदल जाता है। मेरा कहना यही है कि योग करेंगे तो ही आप इसको एक्सपीरियंस कर पाएंगे।
बहुत अच्छे,
थैंक यू।
बहुत अच्छे। इट इज लाइक आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मैंगो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, आपको खा के ही देखना पड़ेगा कि अच्छा है कि नहीं, और जब आप खाओगे तो आपको अच्छा ही लगेगा। योग इज लाइक दैट। वेरी गुड थॉट्स, आई एम टच्ड। थैंक यू सो मच। माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टू कपिल जी। Kapil ji, please unmute yourself. So my question is, could you please share 3 life skills, top 3 life skills to live in peace or live generally a good life?
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, we are doing so much good topic and conversations. I would like to start with my own that I have been practicing since 3 years. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि it's a OSAD. I would like to call it OSAD. That is one skill a day. It could be a micro skill, not like a big skill and an installment, not like this, but it will be the micro skill, minor skill. For example, being grateful to these fingers, being mindful and eating or drinking, whatever it be, just learn one skill a day and share it whenever it is possible or it is easy to share or it is receptive to be shared. So, yeah, since 3 years. I have started since 3 years, and I have been learning some so small micro skills. For example, smiling at person who is unknown for me. That's a good skill for me, and it gives a vibration of the happiness to that particular person as well. So it's one of that I'm practicing OSAD, one skill a day. Another one is what I have been practicing, and I do refer others to practice as well, is triple W. Triple W, that is WWW, and the full meaning of that is what went well. That's a part of positive psychology. I do prefer it. So because the best part is that in a daytime, in the duration of the 24 hour or the 12 hours, 16 hours of working time, when I begin to search what went well, I do focus my energy and concentration in that particular good thing or positive thing. And this prevents me from being negative or being concentrated to the bad ones. So I try to figure out some list of things what went well throughout the day, and I simply jot it down 2 lines. Yeah, what went well today? For example, if nothing went well for today, then being nothing bad is also good for me because I'm not being vulnerable. So it's a good for me. Nothing wrong went to me. That's why this is also a good thing for me. That's why this is the second principle I'd like to share. The first one was, yeah, I was talking OSAD, one skill a day. It's a micro skill, a small, doable skill that won't bother you to accomplish it. And another one is what went well, triple W. And third one recipe I would like to share is it's a part of active listening. Being a counseling psychologist, it's the biggest skill, biggest even greatest skill to being an active listener, be genuine, to provide unconditional positive feedback. So I do regard active listening skill could prevent or could stop around 50% of stress and stressor factors because your expert already told in this panel, the expert already told that it is better to respond rather than to react. And we do need the skill of active listening to respond because you have to hear, you have to listen the functions, you have to absorb it, you have to install it, and you have to get ready to respond. So you need a skill of active listening to respond rather than react instantly. So these 3 recipes are the recipe for the feast for me, and it's a great honor for me to share this with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kapil ji. Once again, I would say that very small skills, but very profound. I think if we even absorb one skill from this, हमारी नैया तर जाएगी, right? And I am really sorry for all my panelists. It's already 18:27. I hope we will take very little time, maybe after 6:30, because we have not yet finished every panelist. So I hope you're okay with it. I'm really sorry for that. Maybe little more time, just little more. Yeah.
Manisha ji,
yes, ji.
I'll have to excuse myself at 6:30.
Okay, okay. तो मैं आपको पहले ही थैंक यू सो मच कर देती हूँ क्योंकि तब राखी जी बोलेंगी तो बीच में हाँ जी तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके आपकी बात करके एंड वी वुड लाइक टू हैव यू वंस अगेन विद अस एंड मे बी इन वन फुल सेशन तो थैंक यू चीनू जी लेकिन आप
थैंक यू सो मच
तक रहिए हाँ अभी 2 मिनट हैं 2 मिनट रहिए हमारे साथ 6:30 पे आप जा सकते हैं
मनीषा जी एक्सक्यूज Manisha ji, please read my message. I left some message to you. Achha. I'm a guest speaker somewhere, so I need to leave by 6:30.
कोई problem नहीं है.
Right? So please.
है ना? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, Dr. Rakhi, my last question to you is, could you please tell me how you maintain work-life balance? क्योंकि दोनों भी, especially now when we are working from home, but of course, आपके case में you have to go to your clinic and everything. and you still have to do everything the way you used to do earlier. So what is that formula for a peaceful balance between your work life and your personal life?
I think one of the most important things that we all need to learn is the power of focus. What is the thing that we need to focus on? There are certain things in our control, certain things are out of our control. So our focus should always be on the things that are in our control. So one thing I really believe in is even just doing one thing at a time. Most of us are multitasking and doing so many things together. But somehow I personally feel that you can only do a job well if you're able to give it your 100%. So when you're doing it, you're giving it your 100%. And the moment it's over, you go to the next task. So I'm not very much in favor of multitasking. I'm very much in favor of giving your best at any given point of time to one particular job. So that is something I truly believe in. And secondly, another very important thing I personally follow is the power of gratitude. It's something that it's in my words throughout the day. I'm forever grateful for every little thing that I have. And that keeps me very much at peace, and it helps me give my best every time. So these are the two things I would really vouch for: the power of focus and being grateful every living moment of your life. So it really helps me to move ahead in life.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Because power of focus, even I believe in this. People often ask me कि इतने book कैसे लिखते हो, एक महीने में book कैसे complete हो जाता है? तो I also tell them that I'm very focused. When I'm writing my book, I'm into it. When I'm cooking, I'm into it. Whatever I'm doing, when I'm sitting with my children or with my family, my husband is there, we are watching a movie, I'm into it. That time my thoughts of books are not going on in my mind. When I'm enjoying, I'm enjoying. When I'm working. So that's how it is. Very much relatable and very much touching. So nice to have all of you. And Ambika ji, I think you have already given your parting note as well. If you like to say something, you can. And I would request all my panelists to please, we would like to wrap up actually the session. So 1 minute for concluding note. So, Ambika ji, please.
As you said, I have already given my concluding note. It was a pleasure being on this platform with each of you, and high regards and my heartfelt, from the bottom of my heart, gratitude to each of you. A lot of things learned in very simple way. Thanks once again.
Thank
and
you
Loka
so much.
Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
So nice. We are also so glad and fortunate to have you in this session. Thank you, Ambika ji. Binita ji, आप please, आपका concluding note.
बहुत खुशी हुई आज मुझे आप सबसे जुड़कर, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला, समझने को मिला. लास्ट में मैं भी यही कहना चाहूंगी कि जो आज का सिनेरियो है, जहां हर कोई स्ट्रेस में है, तो प्लीज योग को अपनाइए. और देखिए, आज तो योग की पॉपुलैरिटी पूरे वर्ल्ड ने एक्सेप्ट कर ली है, पूरी दुनिया में फैल गया है योग. हम योगा इंटरनेशनल डे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, जो कि हम भारतीयों के लिए तो बहुत ही खुशी की और प्राउड वाली बात है. तो हमें भी आज से ही कोशिश करना चाहिए योग से जुड़े, और योग से जुड़कर पीस को अचीव करें. अचीव करना इन द सेंस एक्सपीरियंस करें.
वेरी नाइस.
तो इसी के साथ मैं भी अपने आप सभी को थैंक यू बोलना चाहूंगी.
Thank you. We are so fortunate to have you in this session, Binita ji. Kapil ji, your turn, please.
Yeah, namaste. It's namaste for the closure. Thank you so much, Dr. Manisha, the Special Connect team, and as well as Sriya's companion for this particular opportunity. And it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be a part of this influence in this World Peace Summit. And it's interesting thing is that today is the International Labor Day. And I'd like to provide the gratitude to all the laborers who are working day and night to feed us, to fulfill our need. Saying this, thank you so much. And I'm so much thankful and grateful for all of these things. Thank you.
Thank you, Kapil ji. We are grateful to you. Thank you so much. Dr. Rakhi, your concluding note, please.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Manisha, as well as all the panelists for having me here. It was really an enriching experience, so much to learn. And I love the way all of you all parted with your valuable thoughts on the subject of peace. I'm sure there's a lot of take-home value. And I think my main aim now is to focus a little bit more on peace because it's been highlighted so much, and spread it around, because I believe all of us are interconnected, and the more peaceful we are, the more we can spread the word around. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Rakhi. We are really glad and fortunate to have you here. And now, since the recipe is ready,
Thank you.
हम लोग सब खाने के लिए तैयार हैं उसको. So let us all just टूट पड़ो उसके ऊपर और अच्छे से खाओ. Spread peace in your own life. Spread peace in everybody's life. With this, I would like to take your leave. Utkarsha, could you please propose a vote of thanks?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you to all of our eminent panelists for sharing so much of your wisdom with us. Dr. Chino ma'am, thank you so much for beginning the session for us by explaining what kind of conditioning we grow up with and how we can use cognitive behavioral therapy to put ourselves more intelligently and create a better life for ourselves. We thank you heartily. To all our panelists, I'd like to say thank you so much for providing a variety of different tips from your specialized areas so that we can all apply them in our lives. We are very grateful to you. And last but absolutely not the least, I'd like to thank Chanchal ma'am for proposing the idea for this entire session, and Dr. Manisha ma'am for enabling this session to happen. Thank you so much, both of you. And that's it.
Thank you so much, Utkarsha. And once again, thank you to everybody. Let us clap for each other.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so much.
definitely.
Thank you. It was absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
You all have a blessed life ahead, and everybody
would-
my prayers. Yeah, you were saying something, ma'am?
I would love to share. Yeah, I would love to thank to all eminent speakers, our participants, and especially Dr. Manisha ji, as well as sweetheart Utkarsha, for moderating the session beautifully. Your sweet words revolve, engage, rotate us with different, fields. So thank you, Utkarsha, for being so nice and sweet. Thank you, everybody. My prayers, love, and smiles to each one of you and your family. Let's pray together. Stay connected. Stay tuned.
Sarve bhavantu sukhina. With this, I call this meeting this evening. Thank you so much. So I'll stop recording also now.